Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about Wolfpack. Before we get into that, I do have a couple of things quickly to mention. I'm not on camera, sorry, today. I ended up smoking myself on my mom's dock when I was helping them put it in. There was a piece of metal that broke, and I smoked my head pretty good. You'll be able to see my black eye tonight on Flex on our blockchain after hours, where we're gonna have a special guest, Bill from Flex IRA, on there. So if you have a chance, click this notify button tonight, because you'll do not want to miss that. It should be a pretty darn good and amazing show. While you're here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button that you'll see when you're on the channel, and you can get the link from the description below. Other than that, some great things. So I can't say enough. These guys have been just killing it. I will show actually right now their latest week. They should have another one coming out today. Just wanted to pull this up and show you. So last week, so until 22nd to the 29th, they earned 12%. Technically, they're paying out at most 10% a week, with the 1.5% drip that they do, that we are at with our Wolf team here of 1.5%. But they did 12%, so they did over and above what they needed, which does limit their Ponzi-nomics kind of thing. They are planning on opening another part of this ecosystem, which will help feed this as well to make it even less Ponzi-nomic based, and allow them to continue this 1.5, hopefully indefinitely, if it works out the way they'd like. It is quite a brave goal, and we'll go through that in a few moments. But as you can see, everything's going well here. I'm about to, in a couple of weeks, ROI again on my next 1K that I'd put in, and I might repeat the process again and put another 1K in. We'll see. I'm kind of playing around with it. I don't want to get too big in one project, but this one here is still middle of the road for me, so I could possibly add a little bit more and not be too overexposed, just because of how well it's doing and how kind of it just ticks away at this. And I do appreciate the support the Wolfpack is getting. I do plan on siphoning some of those rewards into Vaultec, so if you're interested in that, get into my Discord and see what that's all about. But otherwise, some neat things here. So some crazy milestones, almost getting to the 6.5 million mark, which is absolutely insane for one protocol. After all the stuff we've gone through, a lot of people, I think, have been spreading themselves out a little bit, but they've been really earning trust here and keep on developing and trying to create ways to make this prolong this protocol longer, and they're doing a great job so far of doing that. This is DeFi. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Anything can happen. And as you can see, our Wolfpack is not one of the mighty ones, but they are doing quite well. The Snipers DeFi are massive. They've got like way more members. I almost wish they had to cap the members, but whatever. So they've done a great job. So let's get into the task at hand, which is the NFTs that are coming out. So I'd like to go through this a little bit and give you some details about it. There is quite a few videos on it, so I've looked at it, a lot of them going through kind of the same stuff that I'm going to talk about, because there's a couple unknowns, a couple of things that I'm cautious about, but definitely hoping and optimistic that they can take on this. I'm assuming they're going to have to grow their team a little bit. I hope they have it under their belt to be able to kind of make this happen, because we do get a lot of these kind of promises from other protocols, and I hate being too gung-ho and rah-rah cheerleader for all this stuff, because we see how so much of this ends, but they've done a really good job of keeping things going so far. This protocol has lasted longer than most people expect these kind of protocols to last, which is very nice to see, and they're just trying to build on that to add to that longevity and keep creating that zero Ponzi kind of environment as best as they can. And again, so far doing a great job. They've got their trades up, they're doing well, and this is another way for everybody to make a little bit of money. So I'm going to go through a couple of things. I'm just pulling up the calculator in case I want to use it, and clearing out stuff. Trying to think what else to go into on this, but we'll go through the details of these guys. So let's take a little closer look at the Gitbook here. So as you can see, NFT protocol, they're basically only going to have 500 of them. They do not plan to mint anymore, so there's no guarantee, but they do not plan to do it. I'm assuming there'll be, if they were to do it, there would be more utility or something added to it to make it make sense. And there's 3 NFTs. Basically, we'll go to the alpha, but I'll show you here first. As you can see, all of them have copy trading. So, for example, I was looking at it and doing a little bit of math. If you were to put $5,000 into the, so if you wanted to go for this one because you wanted to go all out because you wanted all the additional benefits, and let's say they did continue to make 12% or 10% even on ROI, and you were to put $10,000 into this because you'd buy the NFT for $5,000, then you'd have to put some money into the copy trading feature of the NFT. So, for example, you'd have to put another $5,000 maybe if you wanted to really trade with a good amount of money. If you were to make 10%, that's about $500 a week. And if you were to do 500 weeks divided, that would take 10 weeks basically for you to ROI on your $10,000. So pretty neat. Divided by $10,000. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? I'm making sure I do my math right. I think that's more than that, but $10,000 divided by 500 is 20 weeks. Sorry. So not too bad of an ROI on a $10,000 thing. And the nice thing is once you ROI on the $10,000, you're now making quite a bit of money on what you have there. And same kind of thing for this guy. You could buy $900 for $900, do the copy trading with another $900, and in the same kind of time frame, about 20 weeks, you should be able to ROI on that. So, and again, 20 weeks, we're talking divided by 4 weeks of a month, you're talking about 5 months. So nothing too crazy here if you have the capital to work with. But just keep in mind, you do need to load it up with something. Obviously, if you can load it up to more, so if you bought the $900 one and can load it up with $2,000 to play with or $5,000, you'll ROI on that super quick, which is nice to see. So these go on sale, as you can see, quite soon, so 21 hours away, so keep that in mind if you are interested. Again, not financial advice, all that stuff, but let's go through the rest of the benefits. So as you can see, copy trading is one of the biggest ones you can get no matter what, whichever NFT you do. And keep in mind, 100 of these guys, 200 of these guys, and 200 of that guy. Extended yield accumulation. Basically what this is it allows you to get, and we'll just double check the exact timing of that, because I just couldn't remember. So 14 days. So instead of only being able to accumulate your rewards on the DApp for 10 days, you can accumulate for 14 days. Not a big feature benefit to me. I usually get in there once a week so I can do my 1K wallet challenge and all that stuff. But it does give you a little bit of extra leeway if you're away for 2 weeks kind of thing and stuff like that. You won't have to worry about losing rewards, which I did do a couple of times. So I guess maybe I say I wouldn't be big on it, but I would have benefited from it a little bit a couple of times when I went too long, when I wasn't watching it enough. Reduced on-ramp fees. The only thing I'm not sure about, and I should have asked about this beforehand, but I noticed it says reduced on-ramp fees on both of these, but the Alpha debit card is only on this one. And not on this one. So I'm not sure what the reduced fees here mean, because claim on to debit card, so it's option to be available. So I guess what that means, see, we don't know when it's going to be available. Straight to your debit card will be included with this NFT. So not sure yet, but basically the idea is possibly the alpha and the beta, and maybe go to buy the Telegram to double check this, whether it is both of them to get the debit card. But basically, you're going to be able to load up a debit card. We've seen this from another protocol that I'm involved in. You're able to load up the debit card and then go out and spend that money, which is pretty cool. A much easier way to off-ramp. Fees sometimes are a little bit higher for those because of the convenience, but we'll see, as they do say here that they're looking for reduced off-ramp fees. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out, and definitely excited for that. The other big benefit to this, so kind of, I would say it should be technically on the level of the copy trading, is the Wolf Bets casino shares. You only get that again with your two larger mints. And if we look at that, with our Wolf Bets Casino, all NFT holders will share 10% of the profits through our profit sharing utility. This brings the real world revenue outside of our staking platform. In addition, Alpha shareholders will also be SVIP at our casino. So I'm assuming there's some benefits to them being VIPs at the casino. And it looks like you get that benefit whether you're alpha or beta. So alpha and beta really are your premium ones, getting very similar benefits, it looks like. Again, possibly minus the debit card, but hard to say for sure. So definitely some value to possibly looking at either of those. And I assume your shares in your thing are going to be more weighted towards this one in some way, whether it's 50-50, like 50% of the value difference because it's double, or maybe possibly a little bit more depending on how they split it all up. And obviously this one will have the lowest revenue from those profit sharings of the, well, actually, sorry, the casino doesn't even benefit here. So these two will share only that benefit. Other than that, the NFTs, obviously you can buy them starting tomorrow, and that's really about it. There's not too much else to get into here. I must admit, I'm a little, I won't say concerned, because Alpha Capital has always delivered on everything they've promised, which we haven't seen from protocols like this very often. But often when they make these other leaps, this is another thing, proving ground for them, I guess, if you will. So it's going to be big shoes to fill, and I don't expect it to be a very easy challenge for them to move from continuing this protocol and then adding to it this casino one. And there is a lot of competition on the casino field, so I'm not going to say that's not going to be a big challenge for them. That said, they have a really big following that they're growing here with how consistent they're being with the returns on Wolf Capital, and it only keeps growing at 6 million. So that's a big audience that they've already captured, and I think they could do a little better job capturing them using the Discord a little bit better, but they're doing some things with that as well, to try and get everybody all in one place, because you're really going to need to be kind of a behemoth when it comes to marketing for this kind of thing to get it to start pulling in the money that you need, that you want it to pull in. So that's really all I have to say about that. I like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic and very happy to see a team that's this strong finding some solutions in the space to keep innovating and keep adding value to their protocol and their ecosystem, and looking forward to seeing what the next step is for them if once they kind of get over these hurdles. So thanks so much for joining me for this. Again, do please come on by to our blockchain after hours tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. Again, you can see the time for yourself when you click on here. And I look forward to seeing you guys there. It should be a fantastic show. And I appreciate all your time and commitment to everything DeFi. And don't hesitate to come say hi and come by the Discord of mine and Paul Dutton's. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.